kombucha and popcorn, I think we're ready to start the mid-year book freakout tag. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Maya. That first sip feeling. Woo, let's do this mid-year book freakout tag. Whoa, it's already been half a year. That's kind of crazy. Wow. So today is just going to be a fun, as I said, a freakout tag. I've never done this before. Well, we learned a new thing. I didn't know this thing existed. This sounds so fun though, freakout tag. And I also never done a tag video, I don't think. I'm not even sure what a tag video is considered. Anyways, we're going to be doing fun things. Well, I am, and you guys are gonna be watching, like talking about some of my favorite books, some of my worst books that I read in the last half of the year, some books that I'm excited for, basically answering some questions, chit-chatting, snacking on some popcorn while we do all that. Oh, also, looking at my reading challenge for the year and also looking at my reading stats, yes.
I'm actually kind of hungry.
Maybe I should go eat first? No, I'll eat after. Anyways, starting off, so my Goodreads reading challenge, or basically reading challenge for the year, last year it was 30 books. That's not that much, but I successfully beat it last year, and I'm hoping to beat it again this year, except this year I'm doing 50 books, and I think I'm gonna do 50 books every year from now on, unless somehow miraculously I become a fast reader, and then I can read like 200 books a year. A girl can dream. But anyways, I so far read 27 of 50 books, so a bit more than halfway done, which is good because we're halfway through the year and I'm halfway through my books, so I am on schedule, y'all. And then according to Storygraph, I am ahead by 2 books. Whoa, that is very good. Because last month I was actually behind by 2 books, so I managed to get ahead. Okay, we're gonna start off by reading my reading stats. So, dudes, mostly I've read adventurous books. That is true. And then after that, light-hearted, also true. I know I like chill books also. Emotional, mysterious, obviously. And then funny is kind of not that big of a percentage, but I love reading funny books, but I don't read a lot of them. The lowest one is challenging, relaxing. Yeah, because mostly I read stressful fantasy books full of action, not much relaxingness. And also sad is a very small thing. I don't like sad books. Even though my favorite book of all time is a sad book, Heartless by Marissa Mayer. It is the best book I have ever read. And also, tense is not that big. Anyways, pace, I read mostly medium books, 54% medium, and then fast books. I never read slow books, ever. Like, I just cannot with slow-paced books. Page number, usually 300 to 499. So, like, average length books. And fiction or non-fiction, 100% fiction. Do I need to explain myself? I don't think so. I don't like reading nonfiction. Fiction is the way to go. Genres. Number 1, young adult, obviously. Romance, that is big. Romance and fantasy are tied right now. Both of my favorite genres. The number 1 genre is fantasy. I like a good subplot romance. So if you have like good fantasy recommendations with a subplot romance, you'd better drop them in the comment section. I'm waiting for those. This very smallest is literary. What did I read that was literary? Oh, The Song of Achilles. Not that great of a book. Probably one of my worst reads this year. And then mystery, oh yeah, I read One of Us is Lying. That was the first book I read this year, actually. Okay, most read authors. Number 1, Marissa Mayer, my favorite. I read the whole entire Lunar Chronicles series in April in 1 month. And then Jenny Han, because of the Summer I Turned Pretty series, and Rick Riordan, because I read 2 Percy Jackson books this year. So, yeah. And then, oh my gosh, that is not consistent at all. Number of books and pages. I'm kind of confused by this chart, but I think it's like how much I read in a month. So June was definitely the highest month. April was high with Marissa's Lunar Chronicles. So this isn't that consistent, but it looks like I've been reading more and more, kind of. That is a good thing. Okay, in star rating, my average rating is 4.29. That's actually pretty high. I guess I read pretty good books. Even though I usually give books sometimes higher ratings than I mean to. I don't know, because after I just finish them, then it's still like whirling around my brain. And then after like a few days or weeks after, when it has been digested, then sometimes I might go back and change the review. So, yeah, mostly 5-star reads then, I guess. Actually, most of my reads, I'm pretty sure, are 4-star reads. Okay, now for the questions. Question number 1. Best book you've read so far in 2022. So, I think it's gonna be, since I can't choose one, obviously, who would choose one book? I can't. I just physically can't. So, I loved The Rise of the School for Good and Evil. Soman Chainani has done it again. It's down there, but The Lunar Chronicles, that is such an amazing series. But my favorite book from all of them, I don't know, I really loved Scarlet because of the content we got of Wolf and Scarlet. So cute. They're so cute together. But so that is one of my favorites from the whole entire series because of that, because of their relationship. But overall, I think Winter is the best book. Each book got better and better as it went on, like literally. So Cinder was the worst book in my opinion, and then Winter, the last book, was the best. Worst book that I've read so far, that is kind of an easy one. Probably The Song of Achilles. Very overrated, don't come at me. I can explain. Okay, so I liked the first half of the book, or like around the first half, where Achilles and what was the other dude's name? Patroclus, yeah. I just called him a dude. Where they were like training in the woods with Chiron, I forgot how to pronounce, but that I liked. It was so cute and just, I really loved the vibes. But then the rest half of the book about the war and I just did not like. And I was also bothered by some scenes and I did not really connect with the writing style that much and with the whole story. I like didn't care for the characters. And overall, I just think it's an overrated book. Best sequel I've read? I don't know. Dude. So sequel is like book 2, yeah? But if so, then Scarlet, because that's book 2. I know. Okay, here's my box set, but this second book, The Sea of Monsters, that was so good. I liked it even more than the first Percy Jackson book, and oh my gosh, it was so good and so funny. It was such a great read. It might be also one of my best reads this year. Yes, definitely. That is one of my favorite reads this year. New release you haven't read yet, but want to. A Magic Steeped in Poison. I haven't read that yet, even though it's not that new. Released in March. I do want to read that. She Gets the Girl. Oh yes, and also Family of Liars. I don't want to read that much, but I'm kind of curious. Anticipated release. I think it's called Cursed by Marissa Mayer, but it's book 2 of Gilded. Right over here. Gilded. I love this, as I love every single one of Marissa Mayer's books, but this might be my least favorite Marissa Mayer book, but it was still really good at 5 stars still. But yeah, I'm still really excited for the next book. Biggest disappointment. Yeah, probably The Song of Achilles. I was excited for it and then was disappointed, but also Lesson in Vengeance. I was excited for this. It's like supposed to be like Dark Academia, and I guess some people could consider this Dark Academia, but I just consider this uncomfortable. So this was like 2 stars. These 2 are my worst reads of this year and most disappointing ones. Carden. Biggest surprise. I think The Darkest Minds. I loved it. And I did not expect to love it that much, but I did, and it was very good. New favorite author. I don't really think from the last half year I did not acquire a new favorite author, except my love for Marissa Mayer did strengthen. Maybe Rick Riordan, because this year was the year that I started reading his books. Newest fictional crush. I don't think I acquired a new one. I mean, my love for Rafal, this dude right over here, who's mine by the way, my love for him did reinstate by reading this. Like, it reignited it. Oh, also from Love and Gelato, Ren. Oh yes, I love Ren. How could I forget? Wolf, obviously. From The Lunar Chronicles, obviously. I love Wolf. He's one of my main book boyfriends. How could I forget him? He just slipped my mind completely. What books do you really need to read by the end of this year? Like, a lot? But I sure would love to finally get to the Mortal Instruments series, which has been sitting on my shelf for a bit over a year, and I still haven't read it because I'm just kind of scared to jump into this new giant world. She has like over 20 books in this world, I'm pretty sure. And I plan on reading every single one of them. So when I do start this, then I want to like go on a binge of reading her books maybe. But I do seriously want to read them this year. So those are all the questions. I didn't answer all the freakout tag questions that most other people do because I did not have answers for some of them. So those are all the questions that I'm going to answer.
Popcorn. One word. Popcorn.
So I think that's gonna be it for this video. I don't know, I just excited to talk a bit more. I just like talking, you know, not to people in real life, but only to you guys. I did want to share this. My plant over there, it has grown quite a bit, that one. And I planted it myself, kind of. Well, my brother had one of those plants in his room, and I just cut off a piece of the leaf and then replanted it in my own pot. And that is all the progress it's made. What a nice little baby. I'm proud of my plant babies. I don't know what I'm gonna say. Oh yeah, there's another plant baby. And here's another one. It's fake, but don't tell it that. It doesn't know that. After I started eating popcorn, I realized how hungry I was. So I think I'm gonna go eat now. So this is where I shall end the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, Marissa Mayer for life, books for life. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!